After 2 days of dramatic and exciting judo, it has come down to this, the men's final of the World Team Championships. Rivalries and passions are going to run deep here. Expect a lesson in Eastern European judo. And it's the Georgians that have the strength at the lightweights, with the likes of Nestor Khergiani, the Olympic silver medalist, and Zaza Kedelashvili, the European champion. But the heavyweight end from the Russians is absolutely phenomenal. It includes European champions Ivan Pershin, Ruslan Gasymov, and then, at over 100 kilograms, the world and Olympic silver medalist Tamerlan Tmenov, the massive man on the end. So, here we go, some of the hardest men on the planet about to battle it out. First up, under 60 kilograms, Nestor Khergiani for Georgia against Ruslan Kishmakhov for Russia. And the Georgians will be banking on a win here from Khergiani. They know that the heavy end is not their strength. They need their wins from their lightweights. Both of them just testing each other out in the first few seconds. 2 minutes gone. Still all square. Both men still cautious. Kishmakhov goes for the Kataguruma. Yes, he gets a small score, just a coker. Tiny, tiny stuff. But this is what we can expect. It's going to be so close between these fighters. Now Khergiani trying to kick the leg out. Kishmakhov holding onto him and turning onto his front, getting away. Here was the attack. Pulled him in, dropped him onto his backside. Coker. 2 minutes to go. Russia unexpectedly ahead. Khergiani's got to up the pace. He knows, no, and the Russians under him again. Well, Khergiani will surely have been listed by Harborelli as one of his victories, one of the wins he expects. He's got to pull something together now, or else Russia are in a commanding position. That was a cracking attack. 1.5 minutes to go, and Khergiani's not done much yet. Now he's pulling the man in, but it's another Kataguruma. Beautiful one this time. Coker scored. Still another score to the Russian. Russia ahead. Georgia defending. Well, that's one of the biggest cokers I've ever seen. He took him so high, crashed him over. Could well have been a Yuko. Fantastic lift. Great Kataguruma. And this is what we would have expected from Khergiani, taken with his own throw. But that's the way it's going to go in this fight. These men are Kataguruma experts. There's another attempt. And the Simigage. Was it a score? Khergiani thinks he's got a score, but it came off the ground. Almost certainly off the ground. He had squashed it, then he went for the Simigage. No score given. Even though his man was on his back. Well, Kishmakhov's bleeding again, and he's had the medic on twice. If he comes on again, he'll be taken off. Now this is good refereeing from Vial. He's just saying, just mob it up with your jacket. I don't want to see this contest finished wrongly with 15 seconds to go. Kishmakhov ahead. Comes in. Ducks under for another Kataguruma. Gets a great Wazari. What a finish by the Russian. And the Russians 1-0 ahead. Would you have believed it? Everyone had their money on Khergiani, but this Wazari put paid to his chances. And it's Russia that go into the lead. It was Kataguruma after Kataguruma, and eventually Wazari. And now the pressure will really be on Kedelashvili. He is going to have to win the under 66s to give Georgia a chance. Russia 1, Georgia 0. Verkholantsev up against the European champion. Kedelashvili, a master at the pickups. We've seen him put away great fighters with huge scores today. Oh, here comes Verkholantsev. Goes for the grab first. This is the way the fight's going to go. Grabs by both sides, rushing them off nearly into the crash barrier there. Drives him almost into the coach. Kedelashvili, he really needs to get a score. He needs to put a score on the board and bring the Georgians back into this. At the moment, Russia in charge. Now he's got the grip. Uchimata Kedelashvili. Close. Ridden well by the Russian. And Kedelashvili, excellent Uchimata. He has good classic judo as well as what you'd expect from a Georgian. Now he's over the top. He's looking for the leg grab now. There it comes. Drives him over. Yes! Oh, what a lovely ippon. And that's put Georgia right back in it. 1-1. Kedelashvili, big ippon. Just what Harborelli wanted to see. Drives him right the way across the mat. Straight onto his back. Great win. Georgia evens the score. 1-1. Harborelli and his men are back in the fight. And the final could not be closer. Russia won, Georgia won. Mezhidov, the Russian, a real brawler. European bronze medalist, a very hard man. But Kevkhishvili, he's been fighting men like this all his life. He knows just what to expect. But he's not doing enough. He's holding off here. There's a Shido each on the board. It looks like another one's coming. I would expect this to be to the Georgian. Yes, the Georgian gets the Shido. And the Russian. He goes into the lead. More effort needed. And Harborelli knows he has to get the scores at the lower end in this team. Otherwise, the Russians are going to take him to pieces at the end. Coca given. Well, now that's extraordinary. I was absolutely certain he twisted right onto his front. But despite that score, the Russians still ahead. 2 minutes to go. Oh! Superb! Ippon given. Surely not. Fabulous attack, but never Ippon. I thought he twisted right over onto his front. It was right underneath him. Great throw, but he definitely twisted. Well, Wazari changed to Wazari, and rightfully so. And the Russian, he's not out of this yet. 1 minute to go. Georgia ahead by that superb Wazari. And again, he's going for it again. Oh! Wazario was the ippon given by the referee, waved out by the judges. And the referee's all over the place on this one. It was a repeat ippon sioi by the Georgian. The Russian goes for the big counter, unsuccessfully, lands on his side. And now they're not absolutely certain what to give. But they've agreed on a Yuko to Kevkhishvili. Georgia firmly in charge in this fight. But Mezhidov's got nothing to lose. 40 seconds to go. Leg grab Kevkhishvili, this could be it. Oh yes, dumps the Russian. What, no score given. Surely. He caught him superbly, grabbed the leg, charged at him, put him smash onto his back. No score. But Mezhidov, he did stop it and he went for the sumigesh. He threw himself onto his back. So that's obviously what the referee saw. 5 seconds to go. Georgia in command in this fight. Drops to his knees, but that's going to be the end of the match. So, after 3 fights, it's 2-1 to Georgia. Russia disappointed, but that's about what I would have expected at this stage in the match. And now it gets interesting. Dmitry Nosov, the Olympic bronze medalist, so Russia expecting a win from him. But this is a crucial one for Georgia too. And Mamrikishvili has the belt. Yes! Ippon given! Incredible! And that's it. The Georgians know that was a crucial win. Staggering stuff. No, the judges, they want to talk to the referee. The referee is struggling here. Eastern European judo, so different from any other type of judo. But it was definitely a score by the Georgian. What did he get? Was it Ippon? No, it was a big twist onto his side. The jury has seen the replay and the referees are consulting with them. Ippon waved. Wazari given. And I think that's the right score. As it stands, Georgia 3-1 ahead. And Nosov has an uphill task here. And only a minute of this fight gone so far. What incident. Mamrikishvili, much taller than Nosov. Nosov pulling him down, trying to tie up the sleeve. And now it's locked in low. Sioi attack, Kataguruma attack. This is Eastern European judo at its peak. We don't see stuff like this all the time. And the crowd here, enthralled. And he's driven him over. Driven him right over. Koka scored. They've given it to Mamrikishvili. They've given it to the Georgian. But Nosov's sure that that was his. It's Nosov's attack. He goes for it first. But Mamrikishvili, he gets the counter in simultaneously. And it's Nosov that lands on his bum. Less than 10 seconds to go. Nosov charging forward. And the Georgians heading for 3-1. And that's it. The Georgians well in the driving seat now. They only need one more for victory, but the Russians still have Pershin, Gasymov and Tmenov to come. Now I would put my money on Gasymov and Tmenov winning, so this really is the crunch match. Pershin, the European champion. Tsirekidze, the Kano Cup winner. I think whoever takes this, that'll be it. This is the crunch. Tsirekidze, he makes the first move. Pershin looking for the Newazzer. He's good on the ground. Better than Tsirekidze on the ground. Here comes the arm lock, and he's turning him, and he's driving him over. No, but Tsirekidze is on his front. This has got off to a blistering start. And Pershin on the attack again, after the elbow, hoping to drive him over. Here he goes, pushing him over. And again, Tsirekidze twisting, but Pershin has him. Mate called. Gosh, it was just outside the area. There you can see the lift. He just lifted him clear of the red. Pershin presenting his sleeve, saying to Tsirekidze, here, you take my sleeve and then I'll show you what I've got. Tsirekidze reaching around the back. Pershin goes for the drop, just misses. You can feel the tension in this fight. Both these men know that this is the big one. And Tsirekidze gets the penalty. Russia ahead. Pershin presenting his sleeve again. But Tsirekidze comes over the top. Drives him over. That could be the big score. Yuko. And Pershin turns him. Pershin now wants to kick his leg out. Over the top goes Tsirekidze. Drives through. Crashes him down. Great Yuko. This could be the deciding score. This is the one that could make Georgia world champions. And Pershin, the European champion, now has a minute and a half to save Russia. Goes for the pickup, but Tsirekidze locks in with the Ouchi. Yuko, another body blow, but it's still within Pershin's grasp. Can he kick his leg out? Can he crush Tsirekidze on the ground? The Georgian hanging on. Mate called. This, the Yuko from Tsirekidze, throws the Russian arm over the top, hooks in for the Ouchi, drives backwards. And Harborelli can smell victory. They're a minute away from being world champions. What an achievement it would be. But Tsirekidze still coming forwards. Pershin spins onto his front. Koka. Another arm over the top. And then the inside leg grab. Close to Yuko. Pershin pressing forward. 13 seconds. The Russians only have 10 seconds to save this match. 10 seconds till the Georgians are world champions. It's slipping away from the Russians. The Georgians think they're there, but Pershin, he must have one more burst in him. Harborelli is saying, hold him off, hold him off. Pershin charges forward. Tsirekidze drops to his knees, and that's it. The Georgians have done it. Ecstasy for Harborelli. Ecstasy for Georgia. Incredible stuff. My goodness, this tiny nation humbles the Russians, and it just shows you what passion and self-belief and fighting spirit can do. Tsirekidze takes the victory. 4-1 to Georgia, and the Georgians are celebrating, but there is still 2 fights to play. It won't make any difference, but the Russians still have some pride to salvage. How unusual was that? Gasymov just flipped underneath him and then whipped his arm out. And the whiplash from that technique, that's hurt Kizilashvili. But he fights on. Gasymov pulls him in, looks to throw the arm. Kizilashvili avoids the arm. They're locked in tight. Little Ashiwaza, mistake by Kizilashvili. And Gasymov's on him, and he has the shimmy. The shimmy's on tight. He's going to pass him out if he can. And the submission's there. Ippon to Gasymov, but it's all too late for Russia. Kizilashvili hurt by that exchange. It was a fantastic shimmy. 4-2, Georgia. Tmenov means business. He's seen his country humbled by the Georgians, and he's out for Ippon and nothing else. He needs to salvage a little bit of Russian pride. Tmenov, he's a massive man, but look at the size of Khanjaliashvili. Huge. And immediately, he throws the arm over Tmenov's back. Tmenov underneath him, Ouchi attack. Tmenov wants to hurt him. He's one of the biggest throwers in world judo, and he will want to put this man away, stamping his foot, intimidating him, and it's only a matter of time before he launches the big one. He's got him set up. Here it comes! Uchimata! What a way to finish the tournament. And the crowd appreciate beautiful judo when they see it. Right underneath him. Huge leg up the middle. Over he goes, piled onto his back. That's the last throw of the tournament, and it's one of the best. And the crowd just love it. This man is one of the biggest throwers in judo at the moment. And this was a beauty. So, the final score, 4-3. And Tmenov salutes the crowd. And they salute him. They love judo like this. Georgia, the tiny nation of Georgia, world team champions at last. A country with a passion for wrestling, a passion for judo, and they fully deserve to be here on top of the world.